Covenant University is a world-class university, a university that has a serene environment, uninterrupted academic session, where you can tell when you will come in and where you can tell when you will graduate.
Covenant University is the place where your child should be. Covenant University is the place where you will put your child and you will go to sleep. Covenant University is the place where you bring your child as an egg to be laid. And when you come back in 4 years or in 5 years, as the case may be, depending on the program the child is doing, you are getting back in return, not an egg, but an eagle that is ready to take the world, by storm.
What makes us unique is the timeliness of completion of programs. For a PhD, a direct PhD, we do it for 3 years, maximum 5 years. And we've had persons who are able to do it within 3 years. And for MPhil PhD, you do that within 4 years. For the master's program, within 2 years. The timeliness of completion is important, and that is what is standing us out.
Our mission is to produce a new generation of highly motivated, competent, skillful, and innovative professionals and scientists with a burning desire to tackle African developmental challenges.
The Center for Learning Resources is a unique place, a unique academic library. The library is fully automated. All our operations, our routine activities are all automated. And so you can access the Center for Learning Resources records from anywhere in the world where there's internet access.
And one good thing about Covenant University is all our programs are accredited by the National Universities Commission. This can be checked online to verify. We have good classroom, well-stocked classroom, well-spaced, ventilation, okay. In terms of power supply, 24 hours. Water runs in the tap, 24 hours. You can see the green area all around the campus.
We have a lot of laboratories. Each of our engineering program has a minimum of 5 laboratories where you try different experiments.
What makes Covenant stand out is the fact that she was, established to solve a problem. When you solve a problem, it's easy for people to quickly identify that you're doing something, uniquely very different. So Covenant indeed has solved the problem in the educational landscape in Nigeria especially, where you don't essentially have to travel out to get an international education. So here at Covenant University, you find out that our graduates are able to stand out even when they go on to other Ivy League institutions like Stanford and Harvard and MIT. They go on there as postgraduate students and they are accepted. So you see that here at Covenant, you get an international education, an education that can match up and pair up with any other education anywhere else in the world.
We have in place this foundational background, platform, which is what? Spirituality. We don't joke about our spiritual heritage. We are not afraid, we are not shameful, we are not apologetic over our spiritual foundation.
Our focus in this chaplaincy is to enable all our students, staff, and faculty make that connection and stay connected with God.
We have a vision of raising a new generation of leaders. And it was in 2012, and during the Founders Day, in 2020, October 21st, 2012, that the vision 2022 was capped and came in through the Chancellor and Chairman Board of Regents of Covenant, Dr. David Oyedepo, that within the next 10 years, Covenant University will be one of the first 10 universities in the world. Wow, that looks like a tall order. That looks like a kind of vision that can never be achieved. That looks like a dream, a mirage. So many persons were against it. Well, Do you think this is church? This is a university we are talking about. Universities in the world. Do you know the number of universities in the world that you are saying Covenant will be one of the first 10 in the world? Has it even conquered Nigeria? Let's watch and see.
Becoming one of the first 10 university in the whole world in 10 years. That is the overriding vision at this moment. We are on the home run to the year 2022. We cannot wait to get to the year 2022 to see this vision of God come to pass.
When God speaks, he ensures that he does not only speak, but he will back up whatever he has spoken. Has he said it, will he not bring it to pass? That's the word of the Lord. So all we need to do is just believe it foolishly, unashamedly, as the Chancellor always put it. And that was it. For us, carrying out the vision it's just been spoken, and we just need to drive the vision to fulfillment. And that's exactly what God is doing here in our midst. So, and that was what led to the slogan of 1 of 10 in 10, meaning that within the next 10 years, Covenant will be among number 1 in the world. So we began to run, and to the glory of God, in 2020, Covenant global ranking also improved tremendously by becoming listed in the top 500 universities in the world. And it's amazing at what God is doing. It's amazing at what God is doing in this university. Because originally, don't forget that Covenant University, it's God-founded university. God is funding the university, and God is equally running the university. And how that Chancellor, Dr. David Odipo, had to obey the call of God for this vision. He said, Lord, how do you want me to do? He said, hand it over to me. How, Lord? He said, now lay flat before me, and you will hand this university over to me. That was after the Thanksgiving that members of the church danced around from the university roundabout back to the gate of Covenant University. So he, on that hot sun, he laid down flat and handed over the university to God. And according to him, he said, the heat he's received from the sun, because of on the ground, then was the last heat that he had ever had in this university. And that was how God took over the university entirely. As a university, we began to think, what do? We can't just watch. At that time, our own students were due to resume from the semester break that they went for. What we did was to commence an online lectures.
Of course, scaled up our LMS system, the learning management system, so that students from wherever they are can connect with their lecturers. So lecture materials are uploaded, slides, notes, books, recommended, voiceover. The interaction has been very effective. The students have participated very well because we're always thinking ahead. We got connected with Coursera, and Coursera for the coronavirus pandemic has this free diet for universities. Covenant University bought into that. So all our students, faculty and staff are currently doing one certification or another on Coursera. That gave us access to over 3,800 courses, specializations and modules on Coursera.
Coursera is doing wonderfully with us. It's one of its kind in Africa. Our students are exposed to about 4,800 offerings from Coursera. As a person, I've gotten 20 certificates already as a person. So the courses that you could not do while you were an undergrad student, you can do them now.
During that time, we have never had any online postgraduate defense before. We began to have that, both internal oral examination and external oral examination.
Because you can get somebody from US, UK, Australia, anywhere to be an external examiner. You don't need to begin to think of somebody how to fly down here. So it has also made things easier for us, and we are taking advantage of that.
One is that the Sustainable Development Goals Initiative, what is known as the impact ranking of the Times Higher Education, was released recently, just as recent as last week. And Covenant University, to the glory of God, is blazing the trail. The university, our university, God's University, Covenant University, rank best among the Nigerian university.
And now just recently, the Times Higher Education, Young University ranking came out. That's university below the ages of 50. And in Nigeria, we have 165 of such universities in Nigeria who are below the age of 50. And Covenant University happened to be the only one that was ranked on that global platform. That speaks volume. In Africa, on that platform, in Africa, Covenant University is number 2. In Africa, Covenant University remains number 1 in West Africa. That speaks volume. This is an institution of 18 years. If you give birth to a child at 18, the child is still a little child. Okay? At 18, these are the things that God is already doing with His own university. Because this is not university of human beings. This is university of God. It's God coming into the affairs of Nigerians. Is God coming to the affairs of Africans?
May also interest you, going by the THE ranking recently, the College of Business and Social Sciences of Covenant University was ranked tops in Nigeria and in West Africa, and is among the top 10 ranked universities in Africa.
And again, we also have international validations from our students. The Enactus group of Covenant University came up with a Pet City project that is making waves around the world today. And what's this Pet City project? It's all about getting waste from plastic waste and converting it into bricks, into interlocking ties. And that award we submitted at this year 2021 International Sustainable Campus Network Award in Switzerland. And for the first time, an African university will be winning this award for the 2021 edition. And whereas great universities from Europe, great universities from America, and even Asia have won this award, but Africa has never been listed in this. But to the glory of God, Covenant, the 2021 edition of this award came to Covenant University. Covenant University is a university that is committed to raising a new generation of leaders. Covenant University graduates don't look for jobs look for them, as we have had companies come to our campus to begin to recruit students even while they are still in their studies. Covenant University graduates are employers of labor students. And at Covenant University, you can boast of a world-class resource faculty, staff, and highly talented researchers that will help you and give you the best of quality education. We'd like to see you at Covenant University.